Storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to be. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page lies, it's about to be. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. There'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Look on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here at Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide.
All right, good morning, everybody. What's up? I see a lot of burrs. Burr. It's chilly. Let me hit the old countdown off. We got both puppies today, so we're gonna have an extended hello. There's really nothing weather to talk about, which is great, except cool air. So it's a BOGO dog day. We'll start out with Hunter. Hunter's doing really good. He purrs like a cat, but other than that, he's my little man. Look at him. He's so cute. What do you think, buddy? So how's everybody doing? It's our Daily Brew. We had a little technical difficulties Wednesday. I had technical difficulties this morning. I went ahead and I hate doing it, but I reset Chrome. That makes all the passwords, all the cookies are gone. I had to start all over again, authenticating me, and so far so good. Let's see. If I lose you, that's a wrap. So anyway, our front moved down. This is current satellite above my head. A little bit of clouds, South Florida, but it's pretty cool everywhere else, right? We had nothing on the weather world. We'll say hey to some folks. There's Miss Merity, Miss Loretta Reed. What's up, Katie? Good morning by your fire pit. What's up, Joel Harrison? Valerie Bauer, good morning. We got YouTube over there rocking and rolling. Miss Shelley, yep. I guess Shelley and Julie stayed up till midnight for our MWP cruise official check-in day. We got a 10:30 check-in time for our cruise. Last time was like 4:30. We're going to have like an extra day of shenanigans on the ship. So I'm glad Julie stayed up for that. So if you're going on our cruise, make sure you check in today. Can't wait for that. We got Daytona coming up. We got our cruise coming up. And then next thing you know, it's hurricane season. So before you know it. Nancy Powers, good morning. Richard Reamer. Scott, what's shaking, oh galley? Ship shenanigans. There'll be shenanigans Sunday night, and there'll be shenanigans Monday night. That's right, Joel. Mr. R.E. Riggs, good morning, everybody. Everybody cold this morning? I had to put my shoes on. Cliff, frosty eastern North Carolina. Got some frost out there, Cliff. Sue over there on YouTube. I guess she's going on our cruise, 11 a.m. That's great. We got our pre-cruise brew crew party Sunday. if you're interested in that, make sure you reach out to Shelly and RSVP for that. We're going to have a party Sunday at the hotel there by the Cape. Got some music, got DJ. We're going to have some fun. I might have my little local guy that used to play Taco Tuesday. I'm going to see. He might come over Sunday evening out by the pool. Little one-man band, plays a little kind of old-time country. I love the guy. They call him Overdue Bill. So, all right, let's show you Louie, then we'll talk a little bit about weather. So, there'll be no Daily Brew next week. I do my yearly event. 29 years I've been going to Orlando here for this thing. About over it. 29 years, man, doing the same thing. So there'll be no Daily Brew next week or the following Monday. Maybe Tuesday, but we'll let you know. Yeah, so we'll talk weather. Hope everybody's doing great. The iguana forecast is not looking good, Chris. I need a generator repairman, Chris. You know anybody? Our generator's not working in our motorhome. I started acting up at Talladega. I called 2 places, man. They don't call you back. Terrible. You know they need the business. So if anybody knows a good owning generator technician, reach out. I'm not looking for anything free, obviously. I'll never, ever expect that. If somebody knows somebody that does that and needs a little business, then I got an owning. I think it's an oil switch. I read up on it, and if the oil meter reader is wrong, then it won't spark. So, Louie. Harold says it's 23 in Idaho. What's up with that? Oh, here comes. Busted. Here's satellite. Let's look at that for a minute. This is the sunshine coming up. Very clear skies now. We got a little bit of clouds in South Florida, but other than that, man, we got a lot of sunshine brewing out there all the way from Kentucky, Tennessee. One cloud, North Carolina right now. Not even one. So that's quiet couple days coming up. So if you like, I tried a mobile one. I called 2 of them, Chris. None of them called me back. But I'll give the other one a day. We got cruise shirts. Yes, we. Oh, I think he's got a yawn. All right, so we'll see what everybody else is talking about. So there's really no signs. There's a lot of little chitter chatter of polar vortex breaking off for the Northeast here, first part of February. But that's stretching it. That's Northeast. As far as everybody else, South, and it doesn't look like we got anything cold coming for a while. There's a little chitter chatter. Winter could be sneaking out of here. Not sure if it's a little too early to call that. Seems like we always get a late season, early March cold snap. But we'll see. Clear sunny day. So yeah, no Daily Brew next week. We'll be back on schedule. Got our exciting Daytona race coming up. I think the press release on that's in a couple days with the NASCAR that we got debuted. It's the Hurricane Awareness car. We got an actual hurricane on the car. Got some people from the state coming down. We're going to be handing out information about hurricanes. We're going to be giving away some hurricane radios, weather radios. It's going to be an awesome time. So if you're in the Daytona area, definitely pay attention to that, because we're going to have some activities on Friday with our hurricane awareness machine, as it's going to be the first of its kind. I don't think we've ever had a hurricane-themed race car in NASCAR. So this would be a first. All right, here's the only weather coming up. Let's show you this. Pretty quiet tomorrow, Saturday. This is Sunday. Groundhog. That's right, Joel. When is Groundhog Day? Isn't that coming up? When is Groundhog Day? I do not know. Long range. I got this graphic I found years ago. I love this graphic. This is a long range outlook for day 3 through day 7. Kind of gives you an idea what's cooking. Here's that polar vortex maybe breaking off a little bit. Cooler than normal temperatures for the upper half of the U.S. This is the first part of February. Lower half, no. Very little snow in the forecast here in the next week. Heavy rain here across the south and the east. We got heavy rain expected 131 through February 1st, following week. Here, look at that. We got a big section in that kind of lighter blue area. So a lot of rain coming. It's kind of missing out on the Florida Peninsula here. Going to have high pressure locked in. But this general area for the next, all the way through the first part of February could be extra juicy. We'll see if this polar vortex ends up over here bringing some really cold air. But as far as Sunday goes, we got a storm threat here from the Storm Prediction Center. Could have some thunderstorms brewing in Texas Sunday morning, and this actually looks like it's going to make its way almost to Monday, excluding the Florida Peninsula. So we could see some storms this weekend. I think we talked about this before I lost my internet on Wednesday. But anyway, this is still showing up as maybe what's next. Here's Sunday. We'll start to see this little bit of energy popping up here in Texas. So Sunday morning, there you go. Going to be some storms brewing out here in the Gulf of Mexico. It's deja vu, right? What's old Shelly messaging me? Oh, there we go. Thank you, Miss Merity. I'll give him a call. For sure. Thank you. Cheers, by the way. Yeah, cut out of me at Talladega and kind of cut out on the way home, and I'm hoping it's just a sensor. Punks and Tony Phil, the 2nd of February. How about that? Lillian, good morning. Richard Reamer, hey, thanks, buddy. Good morning. So here's Sunday morning, 9 a.m., and there's our next system. We'll see what it does. It's kind of showing up some storms here Sunday afternoon. We'll see here in a minute how nasty it can be. But could get pretty dicey. Texas, Louisiana. This is all going to work its way across into Monday morning. Here's Sunday night, 10 p.m. Some of it's going to be reaching the Panhandle Sunday night. This is this weekend coming up. Louisiana, 10 p.m. Sunday night. And then here we go into Monday morning. Some of this could actually reach here 5 a.m. So we could see this thing scoot across and maybe impact some folks here in the East Coast early Monday morning. Here's 10 a.m. on Monday, and then it's gone. And then here comes that next system that could bring a little cooler air, a little more wintry weather possibly. They're talking about some ice. This is next Thursday. But again, it fizzles out over Florida. This is next week, Thursday, Friday. So we got a couple of systems coming in. The second one might bring in some ice. They're talking about. So we'll take a look at that here in a second. Severe thunderstorm Sunday. Well, they start talking about tornadoes yet, but uncertainty going towards the Panhandle. But definitely Sunday night into Monday, we'll have to watch that. But as far as what's cooking, let's go to Tropical Tidbits. Remember, this internet my computer just got fixed an hour ago. If it crashes, we'll see in a week. I wonder what old Groundhog Day is going to find. Belize. We'll take a look at that, Nancy. All right, this is the good old GFS. This is that first system. This is Sunday night into Monday. We already know that one. And then the next one's coming down. And this is Thursday. So the big question is going to be wintry weather, possibly Tennessee area northward. This is next Thursday. There were some chit-chat about some ice possibly in this region here, maybe. Middle week Thursday. Nothing showing up yet, very strong yet, but could have some snow sneak down into the Carolinas. A lot of folks are watching that. So we'll see. This is, we've seen this all year long. This is next Friday. We'll see if we get any snow, but you snow lovers, man, we could see another round of possibility next Thursday going through the mountains and into the Carolinas. So Hey, what are you guys doing down there? So that's been interesting. Let's look at some other model maps here. Oh, I'm going to have to sign into my dang weather models. Let me do it over here so that it doesn't look too bad. I think I'm going to have to log in. I hate it. All these logins, when you reset, you got to redo everything. Howdy. All right, that's what it says, howdy. All right, so let's go to the precipitation model map and see if next midweek we have any chances of snow. That's temperature. What am I doing here? That was temperature. Here we go. So let's take a look here. 24-hour snow. We'll go back a model run to the 12Z, 27, 12Z. Nothing's showing there. Nothing's showing there. Where are you at? What's going on? Blended model's not showing too much. That's 24-hour snowfall. Hang on a minute. You know, not a very strong signature of snow coming up for the mountains. So, but as far as that polar vortex you might have been hearing about, let's take a look at that. Let's look at tropical tidbits here. Kind of neat to look at. Let's go to the North Atlantic here and look at. I never looked at them on Levi's site. I wouldn't even know where to look. Well, we'll just go back to my model site. So we'll look at where I know. We'll go to North America here real quick. Take a look at this. So there is a little chitter chatter of some cold attic air. This is your temperature anomaly map. All right, so there's that outbreak. So this is really cool. This is an anomaly map here that shows your mean averages, and greens and purples are below average. Purple's about 10 degrees below average. So this is what's coming down middle next week. So we're definitely getting a big cold blast from Canada down here Monday next week, Sunday, Monday. But watch this little piece here. This is the one that might spin around and get into the northeast. This is next Friday, Saturday. This should be like 20 degrees below normal. So they're, little chatter about this polar vortex thing, but unless you live in the northeast, nothing's really showing up. This red means it's going to be warmer than normal. This is, once this little cold snap leaves, here's Sunday. Anything orange and red's above normal. And you can see here that it is definitely going to stay warm in the south and the east at least through next weekend. Might get a cold front next weekend. We'll see. But that's a long way away. It's really hard to get too wrapped up in these things when they're more than a week out. I mean, we could have a little front coming through next weekend, maybe. Here it is. So maybe next Friday, Saturday, we might have a front coming through. So temperature-wise, for sure, it's going to be warm. Like 80s, 84 in Orlando I saw coming up here on Monday. I mean, it's you ever see a funny meme? It says temperatures are like spitting out Powerball numbers: 48, 71, 84. But your high temperatures on Monday, we got an 85 showing in middle Florida, 80s all the way up. So man, it's gonna be warm. The high 70s are gonna start reaching up. This is next Monday. Tuesday, here's that little midweek action coming in, but it doesn't really do much. We're going to stay 80s all the way through the week. And then here comes that cold front maybe next weekend. But look, it doesn't show up much at all. This is next Sunday, a week from Sunday. So a little cool down maybe Friday, Saturday next week in the south, but nothing really drastic. So can whip out the shorts and the flip-flops. What do we do with do we do like a flamingo in the south and see it's a flamingo sees the shadow. So we'll see that polar vortex comes down next week. Definitely chance of storm Sunday to watch out for the upper Gulf Coast. Florida's staying pretty dry. You can look at these 7-day rain maps too. I like to do this if you really get an idea here. Here's your 5-day rains. Kind of see the next week at least. Go to 7-day rains. There's this is so the reason this thing's juicing up. This is the next weekend. We got another front coming. So here's that heavy rain that you saw in that long range outlook. So definitely gonna get this next 7 days. This amount of rain. But look at the Florida. We're staying dry. And that's because of high pressure. Locked in. Flip flops and pop tops. Chris, man, we're going from 45 to 85. Isn't that crazy? It's amazing. Yeah, man, 85. That's almost summertime feeling, man. I don't know when last time I felt 85 degrees. It's gonna. I mean, and trust me, your body, when you're in winter and you get 85, it feels like 105. Because summertime, 85, you're so used to it in the summertime, it's like you almost feel chilly. But the reality is 85 in the winter feels like 95. So we're all going to be suffering. Suffering. So there's your rain the next 7 days. And that's about it. Let's see Belize. Somebody asked about Belize. Nancy Powers. So nothing's really, we got this high pressure is kind of locked in down here. You can see it by the spin of the winds. Let's put on the old pressure thing here. You're going to start getting little waves heading your way soon enough. This is tropical, but you don't have any systems coming. Nothing really. Temperatures are staying in the 70s and the 80s. 80s Sunday, 82 Monday, 80s, 84 on Thursday, 82. Nothing really cooking. Nothing organized for Belize. One day we'll make it to Belize. Belize could be that little front line that's coming next weekend we talked about. This little guy right here that could bring some cooler air. It might actually bring some juice down here. It might make its way down your way a little bit, maybe. This would be next Saturday. Here's that cold front for next Friday, making its way through. So yeah, this is next Friday. You see that cold front has shown up next Friday. Could bring a little rain down there. But that's it, man. Quiet. You gotta like that. Let me put up the windy app for Northern Gulf, and we'll talk a little bit more. But this is kind of the showing up pretty confident now. This little spot right here is going to be Sunday, so we'll keep an eye on this. Storm Prediction Center marking it now, so we'll see. And what is that actually? Well, I don't know. Let's see. It is probably just a weak front coming down. Looks like a warm front, maybe. Yeah, a little warm front. This is next Sunday, Monday. So really, it's not even that. It's just an old, kind of a warm frontal line boundary that's backing up maybe even a little bit. So there you go. That's weather coming up, man. February is usually kind of quiet, Daytona weekend's always tricky. We always get these dang storms in off of the Atlantic. Always seems like it rains in the morning at Daytona. Joel, I would love to go to Belize. There's a little bar down there. It pops up on my Facebook feed. It looks really cool. So anyway. So yeah, everything else is good. Oh, I had a funny story to tell everybody. I put it over here. So this happened a couple weeks ago. Happened yesterday. I bought these for Julie's stocking stuffer, and I mistakenly put this in my K-cup. And it is shocking to take your first sip of coffee and it tastes like Junior Mint hot cocoa. So I'm like, ah. So I wasted 2 of these things. I'm not drinking it. Too sugary for me. But it definitely got my lips puckered up. I'm like, what the heck is this? Katie, you guys are going to Belize. Cool. Nice. All right, well, that's it. Sunday definitely going to be kind of wet and rainy and stormy, unfortunately, here across the Upper Gulf. That's stinky if you got any weekend plans. Gonna have just crappy weather. Seems like you guys get bad weather all the time. Not good. All right, so there you go. So exciting things coming up. We got our cruise all set. We got our check-in going on. We're gonna have a heck of a time. I think we're gonna announce next year's cruise during that cruise. We've already got a ship planned. Hey, cousin Jeannie, how you guys doing over there? Mom and Dad are doing great. Sam, how's it going, man? Sam, I am. I heard NASCAR doesn't have mufflers. They're testing them. Or they're putting mufflers on. Possum shadow, Mark Hall says. Oh, man, I wish I had a fire pit going right now, but that's okay. But anyway, well, that's it. Life a little boring right now. Won't be long. Hurricane season will be sneaking in on us. You know, it'll be a good time to stock up. Don't forget, 30% off Furman. All you got to do is click the link here and it automatically applies. A lot of y'all become part of our big Furman family, and that is awesome. Great company. We love them to death. Outstanding customer service. Great owners. Do a lot of support in the storm industry. They're sponsoring this NASCAR car with our hurricane awareness machine. So maybe it's time to think about a generator. 30% off. Great company though. They're going to be doing their Every Generator Tells a Story with me here coming up. So we'll be excited to share that once it's done. So yep. All right. Well, I guess I got to go pack. So no live next week. I'll be posting regularly weather all the time. Nothing changes. Just keep an eye on things. I don't see anything long range coming. It's like the weather is behaving for me. Let's take a look here at this 500 long range. Here's that energy over the weekend, maybe a little bit of energy. It's not really a cutoff low or anything, so I don't think they're going to have any major tornado talk. Here's maybe that next barrel ball coming in. This is next Thursday, Friday. Yeah, that could get interesting right there. We might have a little severe weather next week. This is next Friday. This is that second front. That's why we're getting all this rain here across the region here. We got back-to-back systems, but we could. This definitely looks like this is going to dip down enough that we could see some storms. This would be Thursday of next week, so that looks pretty suspicious. Upper Gulf, always getting it. The new tornado alley. Yeah, so this is going to be the next area to watch. And it doesn't look like it makes it through Florida much before it lifts out of here. It gets absorbed. Yeah, bad news there. So we do have storms brewing again down the road here. This is all next Thursday. Yeah, a little dip there coming down. The jet, see it? Man, seems like the story of the year, man. Just relentless storms here for the Upper Gulf. So it definitely looks like we could be in for something Upper Gulf next week. Bummer. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but still a long ways out. So, but it rained nonetheless. It's going to be rainy. Here it comes. So this is the ice. Remember we were talking about the ice? This is what they were talking about. So this is next week's system. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A little chatter. We can see some ice on the backside of this thing through Texas northward here a little bit. This is next Wednesday into Thursday. But there's that ice. This is actually starts maybe even Tuesday, maybe. So that'll be interesting. There is a lot of, I already drew the circle one time, but there's a lot of chatter of ice here next week. So that could be something to watch. All right. Cool. I don't know who that was. I probably should answer it. I got deliveries being made, so maybe I'll call them right back. Excited about the NASCAR review? Yes, I am super excited to be there for that. It's going to be great. So yeah, Jennifer, thank you. Got another batch of shirts going out. Cat 5s. Slow process. We're mailing them ourselves now because the post office just absolutely closed their doors on us. They're like, no more shirts. So we're set up now. We're set up now for shipping, so that'll be good. All right, everybody, I'm gonna miss you. We'll be live the following week, all right? And we'll be doing keep an eye on this upper coast storm Sunday, and potential ice storm maybe. Middle week, we got to watch out for Texas eastward, so that could be definitely seeing chatter about that, and it's being picked up here by the latest Euro. So, all right, we'll see you guys later.